Kembali lagi di Kabar Pagi Misa, penyidikan kasus penganiayaan anak petinggi Ditjen Pajak terhadap seorang remaja bernama David Ozora terus bergulir.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Sausan Husnia Putri Hamawan from class A and student ID number E1A025077. I am a law student at Universitas Jenderal Sudirman, and this video is submitted for the English for Law course taught by Miss Nisa Royasa. This case is a criminal assault involving Mario Dandi and a teenager named David Ozora. The incident happened in February 2023 in Jakarta when Mario Dandi met the victim in a residential area. He physically assaulted the victim by kicking and hitting him repeatedly. As a result, the victim suffered very serious head injuries and fell into a coma, requiring long-term medical treatment.
The relevant laws in this case are found in the Indonesian Criminal Code. According to Article 351 of the Criminal Code, assault is a criminal act that causes physical injury to another person. In this case, the victim suffered serious injuries as a result of repeated physical violence. Furthermore, according to Article 355 of the Criminal Code, severe assault committed with prior intent is punishable by a heavier sentence. This article applies when the assault is carried out deliberately and results in serious harm to the victim. Based on the facts of the case, the action of Mario Dandi show elements of intention because the violence continued even when the victim was helpless. Under the provisions of the Criminal Code, intention and the severity of the injuries are important factors in determining criminal responsibility. Therefore, the applicable legal norm in this case is the prohibition of intentional and self-assault under Indonesian criminal law.
The violence was not a sudden act because the assault continued even when the victim was no longer able to defend himself. This indicates that the act involved intention and disregard for the victim's safety. The case attracted massive public attention after videos circulated on social media, especially because the perpetration come from a powerful background, which raises concerns about equality before the law. In my opinion, the court made a well-reasoned decision in the Mario Dandi case. The judge correctly applied the Indonesian Criminal Code by establishing the element of intent. The violence was carried out repeatedly and caused severe injuries, which showed that the act was intentional and not accidental. Based on this fact, the application of a heavier charge was legally justified. The ruling is consistent with established legal principle, especially criminal responsibility for international acts. In my opinion, the court made a well-reasoned decision in the Mario Dandi case. The judge correctly applied the Indonesian Criminal Code by establishing the element of intent. The violence was carried out repeatedly and caused severe injuries, which showed that the act was intentional and not accidental. Based on this fact, the application of a heavier charge was legally justified. The ruling is consistent with established legal principle, especially criminal responsibility for international acts. Although in case reveal weakness in social control and law enforcement before the incident, the final judgment reflection equality before the law. Therefore, I agree the court decision as it provided legal certain and justice for the victim. In conclusion, the Mario Dandi case is a serious criminal case involving intentional and self-assault. Based on the applicable laws and the fact of the case, the court made a fair and well-reasoned decision. The judge correctly applied the Indonesia Criminal Code by considering the element of intent and the severity of the harm caused. This decision not only provides justice for the victim but also reinforces the principle of equality before the law. Therefore, I agree with the court's ruling and believe that contributes positively to the development of criminal law and justice in Indonesia. This court decision has important social and ethical implications for Indonesian society. The ruling sends a clear message: the violence and serious assault will not be tolerated regardless of the perpetration, social or economic background. This decision supports the principle of equality before the law and helps restore public trust in the justice system. From ethical perspective and case emphasizes the importance of respecting human dignity and protecting victims of violence. Judgment also serves as a warning and a deterrent to prevent similar acts of violence in the future. Therefore, this decision contributes to a stronger sense of justice and fairness in society.